Paul Haggis's 2004 film Crash is an examination of the human condition in the diverse American megalopolis of Los Angeles. His film is an emotionally engaging look at prejudice, which the film finds in all people, regardless of ethnic background or social status. Paul Haggis uses several film techniques in this film in order to engage and immerse the viewer in a character study. And the film begins with out-of-focus shots of car headlights. And these out-of-focus headlight shots are disorienting, and the viewer can't exactly be sure what they're seeing. Perhaps this is a comment on the characters in the film, whose worldviews of the other characters are often going to lack focus as well. Cinematography techniques used in this film are subtle and fluid. Haggis uses the close-up with a shallow depth of field to feature the emotional landscape of the actors' faces. As this is a film about people as well as their thoughts and feelings, the actor's ability to express facial expressions requires the camera to stay close to the subject so that the audience can better identify with the characters. Another technique that reduces the distance from the subject is the abundant use of handheld or Steadicam camera shots. The handheld camera creates almost a point-of-view feel, bringing the audience more directly into the action of the film. This film's story shows how human lives can intersect without the knowledge of those experiencing these relationships. All the characters are connected by one event or another. Each of the characters carries with them some kind of prejudice or suffers from the effects of others' misconceptions of race or social background. Haggis seeks to show that all people are flawed and that there's very little in the world that is black or white. It's in the gray areas that most people reside, and with each of the characters, there are undesirable characteristics as well as redeemable qualities. How can displaying the raw human ugliness of prejudice be reconciled in order for the story to present characters that we care about? Using the text Visual Storytelling by Brian Arnold and Brendan Eddy, we can apply the concept of the five universals to discover how Haggis has created characters that we can connect with empathically. Detective Graham Waters, Don Cheadle, makes a disparaging comment towards Hispanics, and he also covers up evidence that would exonerate a white narcotics officer in order to make an African-American cop die a hero, as well as protect his brother, who was a three-strike felon looking at life in prison. This isn't too endearing, but Cheadle looks after his heroin-addicted mother, and that display of kindness, which is one of the five universals, helps the audience view him with empathy. This universal, the display of kindness towards others, also helps make some of the other characters emotionally engaging, such as Matt Dillon's racist LA cop. Another universal is to subject a character to undeserved suffering, and this can be found in Terrence Howard's character of Cameron Thayer. Cameron is a successful African-American director who quietly endures racism in order to keep his job, and he also stands by idly while his wife is molested by a white cop. His inaction shows weakness of character, but the undeserved suffering of both his wife and himself makes the character sympathetic. Each of the characters in this film can find redemption from one of the five universals. It's this kind of writing that makes Crash such an engaging, interesting, and satisfying film. Haggis has created a film that's emotionally engaging, and it leaves the audience much to think about.